Before enrolling for the financial modeling and investment banking program at the Wall Street School, there are a lot of frequently asked questions in the minds of most of the candidates, and most of these questions revolve around placements. What is investment banking and is it meant for me? What are the typical sort of profiles which you cater to once you are done with the training program? What are the top recruiters that recruit from the Wall Street School? What are the typical sort of salaries that the candidates get after the training program? Do you provide any placement guarantee? Which are the locations where the candidates get placed? I, along with my partner Manoj Goel, will try to address all of these questions. Most of our answers will be based on our own experience of running our own investment banking firm, ARC Financial Services, along with having placed more than 4,000 candidates in the varied field of finance. Investment banking is the core field of finance. Out of all the career options which are available for finance people, this field is intellectually more stimulating and financially more rewarding. And we search a career which involves buying and selling of companies. And we search a career which involves buying and selling of companies and arriving at a fair valuation. And we search a career in equity research when you're researching about a particular company or a particular stock or a particular industry. And we search a career when you are doing the feasibility of a particular project. And we search a career which involves helping startups raise funds. And we search a career which involves raising funds for the corporates through debt and through equity and structuring of that. This field is meant for chartered accountants who are not interested in audit or taxation or accounting. This field is meant for MBA finance people who did MBA in finance, but they are right now selling CASA products or insurance or mutual funds or demat accounts. This field is meant for graduates who got into the EYs and the KPMGs of the world and right now doing cut copy paste work. This field is meant for graduates or postgraduates who are working in the KPOs and just doing cut copy paste work. This field is meant for engineers who did engineering just for the sake of it, and right now they want to do something else in the field of finance and grow their career there. This field is meant for anyone who is interested in finance and wants something more out of their life. The work involves making financial models, doing valuations, structuring of the debt and the equity, helping the startups, helping the corporates grow, reaching out to the institutional investors, and ultimately everything connected with hardcore finance. The work that you do is good. The gentry you interact with is great. The network that you build is awesome. The ecosystem that you are a part of is phenomenal.
Friends, we can classify investment banks into three categories based on their size. Big corporates like Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Credit Suisse, etc. Mid-sized firms like Piper Jeffries, Deloitte, Avendus Capital, etc. And there are many firms operating under category of boutique advisory firms. Now the question is, which firm do we go for? Do we go for bulge bracket bank, mid-sized firm, or boutique advisory firm? And my answer to this question is, ultimately, everyone should have dream of getting into bulge bracket bank. But we all may not be lucky enough to get into bulge bracket bank directly. Okay. So what should be your focus? If you're planning to get into investment banking firm as a fresher, your first focus should be on getting into right profile, okay, in the right domain, picking the right path. So once you are into this domain, then gradually you can move up the ladder. So what is more important is getting into right field and gaining the relevant experience, and then you can move up the ladder.
Now that's a very touchy question because a lot of students ask us the return on investments they are going to get once they invest into the training program with us? Now, let me give you a very lucid answer here. Just because you are a passer from the Wall Street School does not mean that you are going to get any extravagant package. Just because you are the best performer in the Wall Street School's training program does not mean that you'll get the best of package. The best part about the training program is that over here nobody competes with anyone. We might be having a fresh graduate and an experienced graduate. We might be having a fresh chartered accountant and an experienced chartered accountant. We might be having a fresh engineer and an experienced person. We might be having a fresh MBA, a fresh CFA with an experienced person. Because most of the candidates come here for the skill enhancement process. And the basis of your package will be determined basis your qualifications, your last on CTC, and how you fare in the interview. Right? We at our end have no control on the compensation package, which is decided by the companies. Now, we have had cases when a fresh chartered accountant has got a package of 7 to 8 lakhs, and in the same batch, there was a fresh graduate from Hansraj College who was very brilliant. He got a package of 11 lakhs, and that was because the company's minimum package where he got placed was 11 lakhs. Right? So we have absolutely no control over it. But at a broad level, if you're a fresh graduate, the compensation range, the median compensation range will range from 3.5 lakhs to 5 to 6 lakhs. If you are a fresh MBA from a tier 2 college, the range will be from 4.5 to 7 to 8 lakhs. If you're a fresh chartered accountant, the range could be from 5 lakhs to 9 lakhs per annum. If you are a CFA, a fresh CFA is maybe CFA qualified all three levels. The range will be from 6 to 8 lakhs. If you are a graduate with CFA level 1 cleared, the range will be slightly higher than the initial package. So depends upon company to company, your qualifications and how you fare in the interview. Now, we have had a case when there was a chartered accountant with almost 14, 15 years of experience who got a package of almost 40, 45 lakhs. And it has nothing to do with the fact that he was a passer from the Wall Street School and henceforth he got a package of 40, 45 lakhs. It was because the candidate deserved that package. Of course, the skill enhancement happened with us. The skills, increased manifold. But the company, because they had to pay a CA with 14, 15 years of experience with that much of package, he got that package. Right? So over here, we promise you the profile. We do not promise you the company. We do not promise you any compensation package. But once you're a part of the sort of profiles that we cater to, these are very profit centric profiles. And the probability of your growth is very high. Once you are into these fields, once you get started, then the growth is very fast. If you keep on working well, if you keep on performing well, the growth trajectory will be very high for you. Now, we have also had cases when the candidates have taken a sort of a dip in their compensation package because they wanted to get into the right sort of profiles. Because once you get into the right sort of profiles, then the growth trajectory is very good. There are many candidates who have wanted to make a shift from the cost-centric profiles that they are a part of the current organization into more of a profit-centric profiles. Because what happens with the cost-centric profiles, like you talk of audit or you talk of taxation, you talk of accounting profiles, these are very cost-centric profiles. And then when you get into more of a finance-centric profiles, then once you are into the system, then the growth trajectory is very high because then you grow and you are helping the firm make profits, and hence not only the fixed compensation, even the variable compensation is pretty high.
Friends, investment banking jobs are not restricted to a particular geography. But yes, major locations where most of the investment banking firms are operating includes Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Pune, Hyderabad, etc. On the placement section of our website, we have clearly mentioned profiles of the candidates who are placed along with the name of the companies in which they have been placed.
Many candidates ask us Do you give any placement guarantee? If I were to answer this in one word, we do not give any placement guarantee to anyone. Even if you were a CA rank holder, even if you are from the top tier 1 college of India, we will never ever give any guarantee to anyone, because placing you is not in our control. What is in our control is to teach you well, to train you well, and make a sincere attempt and an effort to help you with the placements. Because we also want to take the ownership of all the candidates who are a passer from the WallStreet School. But we do not give any placement guarantee to anyone. Now, the proposition that we give with the companies is that we are going to provide you with trained and groomed resources who can go live from day one. And there are a lot of corporates who want to look at the CVs of people who pass out from us. But we do not give any guarantees to the students. There's a high probability of placements, but no placement guarantees. Now, over and above the normal placements in the normal recourse that we reach out to the different companies for, one thing which Manoj and I are really proud of is the fact that we have been able to develop a very strong alumni network. Now, all those students who passed out from us in way back in 2009 and 10 and 11 and 12, and who started their career at junior position in those respective companies, now those candidates and those students are at a senior position in those companies or different companies. And it has been very humbling and very fascinating to see their growth as they have grown. Even our firm has grown, along with their growth as well, right? So what we also get is a buy-in from our alumni as and when they have the requirements in their respective companies. So we try to get a buy-in for our students, at least for the interview call. And with the learnings you have from the program, there is a high probability of placements, but no placement guarantees. I hope this clarifies.
Friends, I hope this video will give you a fair idea about placement at the Wall Street School and help you in making informed decision before enrolling for the investment banking program at the Wall Street School. Thank you.